Yo, it's your boy Trevor David Jones, back up at it. And as you can see here, I've got the Final Fantasy XVI Ambition trailer pulled up. I'm super stoked for this. We haven't heard anything from Final Fantasy in a while, and I like that. Square Enix is being real low-key about it, preserving the mystery and just building the hype, the suspense. And I mean, I'm very excited for this game. As y'all are very well aware, Capcom, along with Square Enix, and probably Platinum Games, are my favorite video game companies. I've been playing Final Fantasy since I was literally a child, so I'm very stoked for this. Let's get it. Likely mature. Okay. We don't know what it's going to be, but it's probably going to be up there.
It has been 1,500 years since the fall of our forebears.
That's a long time for some bears. Ooh, the
And
environment.
Valisthea has been slowly dying. Ever
Sword on the right
since.
shoulder. I like that. I like that. And the graphics. I bet these are in-game graphics too. And the face tat. I like that too. Square Enix, the pedigree of excellence. Creative business unit.
Almost further now.
But we're in the middle of the Deadlands.
The blight sucked this place dry. Meaning no trees, no birds, and no
obviously,
magic.
we know what it's about.
Darkness spreads as day gives way to twilight.
Okay.
The mother's flame now all but a flicker.
It's not good.
We cannot
Crystal,
live
meteor,
without the
crater.
blessing of the crystals.
Another crystal man.
And the crystals work their magic through us. You have been blessed, Joshua.
But who shall claim their fading light?
That's the question.
The Grand Duchy of Rosaria, bastion of tradition.
Okay.
At the very least, we must secure Drake's breath.
Sounds about right.
The Holy Empire of San Brec, where ambition is divine.
The Imperial banner shall fly over every city in storm. All shall bow before their emperor.
The Dalmekian Republic, whose fortunes shift with the desert sands.
And what of our
The buzz
wise
cut. I like
ones?
that.
Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap.
The Iron Kingdom, forged in faith and fear.
Their souls were sullied with this stain of ether. I merely cleansed them of their corruption.
Or the Kingdom of YOOOOO, indomitable in its isolation.
The dark swallows more of the realm
Put some
with
clothes
each
on.
passing
Come on,
day.
y'all. Come on, Fred.
And as the fringes
This
fade,
doesn't appear out of
the
thin air.
people flock to the mother crystals.
From a single spark, will the land ignite. In the year 860, the Imperial army will march upon Rosaria.
Emotional death. God, that kid's never gonna get over that.
And from the slaughter shall a new shadow rise. To fall upon the dominants, painting their destinies black as night.
Our ability to summon beasts of great might should command respect, but instead has left us outcasts.
And so I became their puppet. What makes them think they have the right to use us? To leave us to die when our bodies are spent?
Crush him! Flame!
It is you who shall bow to me!
Very well.
Swear to me.
Come then. Show us the strength of your will.
Rise, ye crownless kings, a reckoning is upon you. A war of the icons.
Okay. Close the book. Summer 2023. I'm obviously ready. and it just end on a black screen. I like that. Okay, obviously this looks insane. Completely insane. We haven't heard anything from a minute from Final Fantasy 16, and I'm glad, because this looks like over the top legit. Yo, there's just a lot that happened in that trailer, and that's putting it, obviously very lightly. The graphics look amazing, definitely deserving of this generation of the PS5. And back in my day, Final Fantasy was always leading the bastion when it came to graphics. Anytime a new Final Fantasy came out, specifically 8, 9, 10, 12, you knew it was going to truly show off like the graphical fidelity of that system. Like I remember Final Fantasy 9 seeing Alexander, the castle, transform and being like, what am I watching? You know what I'm saying? Even the cutscenes from Final Fantasy VIII. So it looks like they're getting back to that true Final Fantasy tradition of when they drop these games, they truly show graphically, that Square Enix is on top of the curve, and also what these systems can really do. Also, the summons, the icons have taken on a larger role in this game, clearly. They are a part of the people, and obviously there's some sort of power struggle going on, and it's driving the story. And I like how their integration, it reminds me of Jinchuriki from Naruto, how like they're part beast or part whatever, animal they are. Bless you. And, they can transform at will. I'm not sure what the actual mechanics of the transformations are, but, they can become those creatures and like halfway points in between. Shout out Naruto. Shout out Jinchuriki. Shout out Itachi. Yes. And I mean, when they were like screaming into the camera, a little intense, but there's also some emotion in this game. Final Fantasies are obviously, they've had a lot of heavy events in each and every game, but usually they're kind of like, even with the tone, with the emotional weight. This is like real emotion. I like that. It shows the human side, the real depth of feeling. So it's like there's a lot going into these games. And probably number one is that this game is showing that we seem to be exiting the dark era of gaming, as of late. And any gamers out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. There was a previous dark era back in like the quote-unquote PS3 era. No shade on the PS3, but games were a little different back then, man. Like, it was just different times. And the quality, like the fun level, the controls, it was just different back then. And we also just came out of another dark area with games like, and again, I don't want to throw any shade, but let's say Street Fighter V, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, infamously, where, not only was maybe the quality not there, the real issue in the case of Street Fighter V, because I've said this multiple times, graphically, it's one of the best games on the PS4. I remember when I first got it, and it was just like, man, the Ryu character model, gorgeous. And I still stand by that Chun-Li character model. It's one of the best models of any particular character in any game I've ever seen. That Street Fighter V Chun-Li model. So yeah, man, it looked great. But when the game shipped, as we all know, it was bare bones. It was still fun. The mechanics were there, but man, it was just like, there was this period where the games didn't feel full, like when we were kids. Games would have all these features that maybe you wouldn't even use. But that wasn't the point. They were there. And the games just felt full. And it also gave you the sense that the developers cared, which is, what you want. That's exactly what I'm getting from this trailer. I just feel like the developers care. The emotions there, the graphics, like the way the music was carrying through. It just gave me that feeling like there's stuff. There are things in this game. It feels full just from the trailer. That's a good feeling. So yeah, man, I'm stoked. I'm obviously stoked. This is Final Fantasy 16. This is a mainline Final Fantasy game, bro. These were events, back when I was a kid. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So super excited for this, summer 2023. Yeah, man. Yeah, let's go. I'm ready. So coming up, I've got the Black Adam review here in a couple days. I'm going to go see that. And I'm going to have that review for you. So be ready for that. And also, My Hero Academia. Episode 4 of the season, that's coming out in a couple days. We don't even got to talk about that. It's not even a question of, I'm just going to tell you how dope the episode was. This is My Hero Academia, you know what I'm saying? So get ready for that. And yeah, man, feeling stoked. Bless you again. We're encroaching on the weekend. Enjoy your weekend. And as I always say, because I genuinely mean it, stay up. And I'm going to catch you on the next one. Peace.